I love you so much, Gash. I love you so, so much. And I'm glad that despite the housemates hating you and not understanding your game, the Gash has had your back. And just lastly, Themba, yeah, at least you learned how you lost a 2 million in a week. You messed your game up by going to that conspiracy theory, my brother. I know that conspiracy corner, you thought you'd make it, but that is where you lost your money. And unfortunately, you should have stuck with Gash1 and Mpho. Would be talking something different.
Guys, listen, that lengthy comment was from someone that was given the floor to speak on the Twitter space conversation that the top 5 housemates had last night with DSTV. And that Twitter space went on for, I think, about 2 hours or more. It was over 2 hours. And guys, for real, see, there was a time I put up my hand to speak, but then I had to literally drop my hand because I gave up. I gave up because most of the people that came up to speak, they were either fans of Themba or fans of Mpho or fans of Gash1. And to be very frank with you, most of them were not really interested in asking questions. Most of them were not really interested in getting clarity for most of the things that their faves did in the house. Most of them were basically kind of starstruck. They were either starstruck or overly excited that, oh my God, I've been given the opportunity to speak with my fave, which is quite understandable because, hey, at some point in our lives, we tend to go through that phase when we meet someone that we really idolize, and then we're really excited, kind of shocked that, oh my God, me can actually be allowed to speak with this person or even breathe the same air this person breathes on the space on social media. So that kind of thing, it was quite understandable. I mean, it wasn't really toxic. It was quite refreshing. However, in as much as we had that category of people who were really starstruck and just kept on giving flowers and accolades to their faves, preaching the gospel of, oh, you did great, we loved your game, you were so sweet, you were so cute, you were so, they were just basically just pumping accolades in their direction. There was also that other category of those people who were bold enough to some extent to ask some direct questions, yes, to the top 5 housemates. And I give kudos to those people because, to be very honest, that space last night, it would have been very difficult for someone like me to have been able to ask my own direct questions without getting dragged. Yes, because honestly, as I said, it was mostly a gathering of the faves of especially Gash1 and Mpho, which is quite understandable again. I mean, they have a lot of fans, and of course their fans would want to say a lot of nice things to them. However, I was really disappointed when one particular person, you see that voice you heard at the beginning, when that person spoke, I had to pause and I'm like, what? I mean, after that person spoke, it dawned on me for the 100th time this season of Bbmzansi that just ended that the majority of the percentage of the people that make up the fan base of these housemates, they either watch the back of their television or they don't even watch the show at all, or they probably catch up on social media, or they watch the show and then just because they like a particular person, they tend to sweep everything negative that the person did on the show under the carpet. Even when the person is actually poking people's eyes, they just see it as nothing. But when other people are also playing their game, they see it as a problem. You know what? On this video, I'm going to take that person's comment, dissect it and analyze it briefly. And if you have your own contrary opinion, guys, you know how we do it on this channel. Feel free, go onto the comment section and please engage us with your own thoughts, all right? But before I do so, let me first of all officially welcome all of you back to this YouTube channel. You're welcome back to this space. My name is Glory Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory. I am the girl with the tea, and the tea of this video is quite hot and might offend a lot of people, so apologies in advance, all right? Now let's quickly get into the video. So first things first, I think it's quite imperative that I inform you all that the top 5, they actually tendered apologies for some of the things they said and some of the things that they did that came across as offensive to the viewing public. Yes, Gash1 apologized for calling fat people loose, yes, or plus size people loose. That was how the question came. Mpho'S tendered apologies to Tato for speaking about her hair. As I said before, that conversation was had in South African language, so I did not understand a word of what they were saying, right? So I only saw that Terry was laughing while Mpho was speaking. So I could not say that, oh, whether she was serious or whether she was jokingly bashing Tato, I don't know. So I have no comment on that. But then she apologized. Themba apologized for some of the things he said about Dinky Bliss, that it came across as derogatory. Yeah. Libo apologized as well, but I can't really remember whatever he apologized for. Tools did not necessarily tender apologies because the Twitter space kept on getting interrupted by network from time to time. So I think about 2 times they had to relog out and then relog back in. Now, moving on to that statement that person made, let's take it one after the other and then analyze it briefly.
Hey guys, evening everyone. Guess what? Yes, kuseshe what? Chencha magia. I love you so much, Gash. I love you so much. And I'm glad that despite the housemates hating you and not understanding your game, the Gashers had your back. Every week they made sure that you sit down. You played a good game, my brother. And Mpho', my queen, though. Listen, Mpho, even if they say we must vote again tomorrow, we will vote for you, ma'am. We will vote for you. You played a good game. And
okay, first of all, let's address the way this person started off, right? Hyping Gash1, hyping Mpho'. I mean, it's obvious that this person is a Gash1 fan turned fanatic. So the person said, even though the housemates hated you and did not understand your game, we had your back. And so I was wondering, how did the housemates hate Gash1 when they were all actually playing a game? The way the person said that, it made it look as though Gash1 was so innocent, that Gash1 was this holy, meek lamb of God that was placed in Biggie's house to play a very, very innocent, pure, clean game. Gash1 did not hurt a fly in that house. Oh my God. Gash1 was just on his lane, not doing anything, not harming anybody, not saying anything derogatory or offensive to anybody. Gash1 was so respectful, humble. Like, seriously. And then the person said, oh, even though the housemates did not understand your game. How the hell were the housemates expected to understand Gash1's game? How the hell were the housemates expected to understand anybody's game other than their own game? Like, for real. The way people open their mouth and just it makes you wonder, like, for real? For real. Every single individual went into Biggie's house with their own strategy, with their own game. Listen, try as they might, they will never understand the game of their fellow housemates. You know why? Because they are all in the same house together. They are all having the same experience together, even though they each have their own separate experience, but it is the same experience of being in the competition. So everybody would do what they feel is right. So if the housemates kept on putting Gash1 up for eviction, it's their game. Yes. So which one is the housemates hated Gash1? You know what? Let's just continue. You know what, guys? I'm trying so hard to calm myself down, but I'm going to be calm. So let's just continue. Let's just continue.
And just lastly, Themba, yeah, at least you learned how you lost a 2 million in a week. You messed your game up by going to that conspiracy theory, my brother. I know that conspiracy corner, you thought you'd make it, but that's his way you lost your money. And unfortunately, you should have stuck with Gash1 and Mpho would be talking something different.
You know, the way some people open their mouth and speak sometimes, it baffles me. It baffles me. And this person's statement just goes to show that this person was watching the show sentimentally, not with an open mind. Because number one, how was Themba supposed to know that he was supposed to create an alliance with Gash1 and Mpho'? That's the first question. How was he supposed to know that Gash1 and Mpho, they had a huge fan base outside, even though they were surviving evictions or nominations rather. But Themba too had also been surviving nominations. And guys, if we are being fair here, we know for a fact that Themba is not stupid, he's smart. He knows that, okay, these three people, they've been surviving nominations. What does that mean? It means that they are strong contenders already. So whether he takes them to the top 5 or whatever, they will still make it through because they always survive. And I will still stand my ground and say it 1 million times, anytime, any day, anywhere, that Themba played a fabulous, fantastic game by taking Tools and Libo to the finals, because at that point in time, that was the right thing to do. That was exactly what suited his strategy. And I said it again, the last time we had a YouTube live stream, that if Gash1, or rather if Themba had taken Tato and his name, Sister Mara to the finals, there was every possibility that Themba would have been the first person out. Yes. So whatever is this person even talking about? And then saying that, oh, Themba messed up his game. And then this brings me to the question of, so Themba should not have used the conspiracy corner at all. So why did Big Brother provide that conspiracy corner in the house? Oh, so every other person should have used it, but Themba should not have used it. Why? Because I want to be a good boy. Is that person even thinking rightly at all? So the conspiracy corner in the house, oh, because Mpho did not fully utilize it, it made her the good person. So because Themba fully utilized it to advance his game, he's now the bad person. How do some people even reason? How do some people think? Really? We're almost done with this person's comment, all right? Well, let's just continue. I think this is the last lap. Let's just continue.
Libo, stop lying. You were spreading so much lies about Mpho in the house. You painted such a bleak picture about Mpho, saying how dark she is. So don't, sir, please apologize to Mpho and be good. And that alone has bad connotations to other people, and you didn't make it easy. You and Tools. So yeah, I don't know how you got to the top 5. You'll thank Themba, but you saw the numbers were not on your side because you guys played a bad game. Bye.
I didn't call Mpho dark. I called her comment dark, not her. She took a playful situation and it was related. She related to something violent, which was dark. You know, it was not. I did not call her dark. I called the comment. I referred to the comment she said as dark.
Ah, my God, guys, you know, it was just very obvious that that person just wanted to hype up her faves, Gash1 and Mpho, because to be very frank with you all, you see all that thing that person spewed from their mouth. In my opinion, the person was just totally wrong. Yes, the person was just totally wrong. It just went to show that the person did not watch the show 24/7. Mpho won the show, and I am super happy that she won, that the woman won. But Mpho was not totally innocent. And even her closing remarks on that Twitter space last night, she admitted it. When she was giving that speech for, you know, to encourage herself and the top 5 and the rest of the housemates, she said all we had in that house was each other. We all gossiped about each other. Mpho admitted that she gossiped. Mpho was the most, like, she was the biggest gossip this season. She was the biggest gossip. And there were times that she gossiped maliciously. And she also said things about Libo as well. She said a few lies about Libo. So this person was just basically making it look like, I don't know if it's because Mpho was there and whether the person was trying to, you know, instigate some more problems or quarrels between Libo and Mpho, but I just felt like that person just came to come and disgrace themselves. The person just went to show that you did not watch the show properly. I mean, you were obviously watching the back of your television. I'm sorry, but whoever you are, you were totally wrong. Coming to come and drop a lot of misconceptions here and there, all in the name of you want to come and hype your faves and give your faves roses. So that person wants to tell me that all through Gash1's stay in that house, Gash1 never said anything offensive to the female, even to the guys. Oh, Gash1 is innocent, Mpho is innocent. You know what? Let me not even dwell too much on this. I feel like this person's statement has really taken a lot of my energy, a lot of my emotions, which I feel like it's a complete waste. Yes, but I'm just gonna leave it to you all. Just go ahead, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. In my opinion, that person just spewed crap. Yes, that person spewed a lot of crap. So just go ahead, let me know your own thoughts in the comment section below about what you think about what the person said. And I'll see you guys on another video. Have an amazing day. Bye.